What up, everybody? It's your boy Adrian. Welcome to my great podcast on this beautiful Wednesday night. Now, as we all know, tomorrow is the 2019 NBA Draft, and I'm excited. I got a couple things I would like to talk about and address before that happens. Now, the biggest storyline is the three top players in this draft, as we all know, are pretty much solidified, and it's not even a hot take at this point in time. At one, the New Orleans Pelicans solidified the number one pick, and it will be Zion Williamson out of Duke. Two will be point guard Ja Morant out of Murray State going to the Memphis Grizzlies. And hey, the Grizzlies just traded away Mike Conley to the Utah Jazz earlier today for a few players and a pick. Now that solidifies right there him walking into the door and contributing right away. And now I've been on the record saying Ja will be the best player in this draft, better than Zion. And at three, the New York Knicks, I know they were disappointed that they did not secure the number one pick. But hey, don't be disappointed, fans. You guys will be getting R.J. Barrett, guard forward out of Duke, Zion's teammate, who I think will be the best scorer in this draft class, and they will be happy with this pick. Now, after that, 4 through 10, it's pretty much up for grabs. But I will say this: the Pelicans got the number 4 pick from the Lakers from the AD trade, but ultimately what I will think will happen is the Pelicans will trade out of that spot, whether they're going to get a player, a team is being aggressive trading up. I think they will jump out of that number 4 pick because there's not a guy really there that they kind of extremely want or need per se, because they've got Ingram, they got Zion, they're gonna have Zion, they got Drew. Julius Randle's a free agent, but I don't think a big man right there at 4, Jackson Hayes, Rui Hachimura, P.J. Washington, Bobo. I don't think that anybody there is going to be enticing enough for them to take. They want to get a little older, some veterans too, to help those young guys develop. But with that being said, let's jump to the teams to watch in this draft. Like I said, the New Orleans Pelicans were very active, trying to shop that number 4 pick, seeing what they could get if they're going to trade it. Let's hop to another team, and that is the Atlanta Hawks. They have 3 first-round picks, 2 in the top 10. Now, I think they're going to try to trade up, maybe to that Pelicans 4 pick, get a guy like DeAndre Hunter or Jared Culver, who knows, or maybe an established player. I've heard rumors around the league. Aaron Gordon, maybe a Bradley Beal, who knows? Something to pair along Kevin Huerter, John Collins, and Trae Young, because they're moving in the right direction. Another team, the Washington Wizards. Now, I love Bradley Beal, 25, 5-5. He has been a stud. He proved that he could lead a team, stay healthy. And that organization right there is shaky. Don't even have a GM yet. We'll see if they get Masai Ujiri. Who knows? But could Bradley Beal be on a trading block? Huge fan of him. We'll see. Maybe New Orleans. Who knows? Only time will tell. We'll see tomorrow. Again, let's watch out for the Boston Celtics. 3 first-round picks, 2 in the 20s. And a number 14. But my problem with the Boston Celtics is Danny Ainge loves to acquire assets. All the way going back from when he traded away Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce back in 2013 to the Brooklyn Nets, who are now seeming in a better position than they are. Now, they're going to lose Kyrie Irving, that's a fact. And they just lost Al Horford, who declined his player option and probably will most likely leave, as he said he's not negotiating another contract. Now, the problem I have with Danny Ainge is he never pulls the trigger. You got to acquire these assets to make a move. Take a big risk. You didn't get AD. You didn't get Jimmy Butler. You didn't get Paul George. What are you going to do? You didn't want to give up Smart. You didn't want to give up Rozier. I understand you didn't want to give up Tatum. You didn't even want to give up Jaylen Brown. And it's going to come back and cost the Celtics assets. Because as we all know, Boston is typically not a free agent destination. But I think the Boston Celtics, if they're going to try to make a move, it will be tomorrow on draft night, because this franchise is not looking so good as it did it a year ago prior to Kyrie Irving coming back and when he was hurt, and they almost got to the NBA Finals, and people were picking this team to upset the Golden State Warriors or get to the finals at least, and it all fell apart. So we'll see what happens with them. Another team to watch out for is the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, they got the Anthony Davis and LeBron James duo together. Now, Rob Pelinka is trying to clear cap space to obtain another max slot. So he's trying to get rid of some players. But we'll see what they're going to do on draft night. So it's going to be an interesting draft for these teams, in my opinion. These are the main ones to watch, but there will be a lot of activity and trades, in my opinion. Now, let's get to the underrated players and the players to watch in this draft. And, guys, I think people will be sleeping on. Now, let's hop to my boy Matisse Thybulle. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Guard forward out of Washington. An elite defender. Now, there's two things in the NBA that we look forward to. That is, if you're not a great shooter, you got to be an elite defender. Per 48 minutes, he averaged over 2.5 steals and 4 assists. And this guy is an elite defender. Elite defender. Long, athletic. 4 years. I know he's not a great shooter yet, but he will get there. He will get there or be decent. You need if not a great shooter, an elite defender, like I'm going to say once again. Another guy we got to look out for is the NBA looks for shooters, and that's a 6'8", shot over 40% from the three ball. That is Cam Johnson from my school, North Carolina Tar Heels. This man can come off the dribble, catch and shoot, get in the lane, floaters, you name it. Any type of shot, he can give it. He played 4 years and is a grad transfer to Carolina. I know he's 23, but that tells you that he's mature and ready to step in right away. He reminds me of a former Tar Heel, Justin Jackson. But I do think he can be better, more mature. Now, another guy really high on, Kevin Porter Jr. out of USC. Now, I know his numbers don't look eye-popping as he only averaged 9 points per game. But, hey, he did miss a lot of the season with a thigh injury. And he did get suspended for detrimental to the team. But I know he needs to mature. He's only 19, but he will come in. And if he can be in the right situation, groomed right, mature, I think he can become an elite guy. And let's get to my two guys from the University of Kentucky. One is Tyler Hero, a guard, coming off screen, shooting. He can fill it up. I know he shot 35% from the three. That's solid in college. Shot a phenomenal 93.5% from the free throw line. That's Steph Curry percentages right there. If you put into the right system, I think he can make an impact and he can make a difference. He's shooting. Another guy, 6'8", power forward, improved in his sophomore year, averaged 16 and 7. P.J. Washington shot 42% from the three, 55% from the two. Now, he almost came out last year. Probably could have been a lottery pick, but he came this year and secured his spot in the first round. P.J. Washington, 6'11" wingspan, undersized power forward at 6'8", like I said. But every time I watched him, he popped out to me. And his ceiling is not as high, but he's consistent, and you know what he's going to give you. Now, mind you, these guys that I picked that are underrated in my opinion, most likely I think most of these guys will fall out of the lottery, the top 14, and if they get right in the right system, they will be high value and high worth it for the teams who decide to pick them. Now let's go to, this is my least favorite thing to do, and I'm not dissing guys, I'm not being hard on guys, I'm just telling you what I've seen, and a lot of these circumstantial. But let's go to my overrated players. Now, number one, in my opinion, is Cam Reddish. Now, I'm not the biggest Duke fan, obviously, because I'm a Carolina fan, but Cam Reddish only averaged 13 points per game. He was underwhelming all year. Shot 32% from the three. Hey, and when Zion went out, he was underwhelming. Disappeared in a lot of games, even when R.J. Barrett was there. I know he hit a big game shot against Florida State, game winner. He even missed a tournament game. Mysteriously, nobody knows what the question is. The problem I have with Cam is his consistency. Does he have that mental toughness and consistency to be what people think they can be? He has the size, 6'7", 6'8", prototypical, but hey, potential. And that's what it's based on right now because the numbers don't say it all, and it's just inconsistency. So is a team willing to take him? I think he'll get picked in the top 10. I'm preferably thinking the Bulls at 7. I can see it happening. We'll see what's going to happen. I think they'll pick him because they love the potential there. But if he's not groomed right and he's not pushed to his full potential, you're going to be disappointed and he will become a bust. Now, let's go. Couple guys. I don't hate to put him on this list. I'm actually a huge fan of this guy, and that's Bol Bol from Oregon. 7-foot guy, longest, tallest guy in this draft. He's on this list, injuries and strictly injuries because he has the ball handling, has the shooting. Injuries, can he stay healthy, and can he add some weight? That's the problem with Bol Bol. Another guy who's been shooting up the draft boards, that is Darius Garland, point guard, out of Vanderbilt University. Only played five games this year. He tore his meniscus. That is the big thing with me. He has scoring potential. He's a better scorer than John. Not a better point guard, but a better scorer. It's almost close to a Dame Lillard. Can come off, shoot the ball from deep. But if he can stay healthy, he could be a huge addition to a team looking for a point guard such as Chicago Bulls, Phoenix Suns, who have never had a point guard since Devin Booker has been there. But hey, and another guy that I'm not a huge fan of, and it's not even injuries, I just don't see it with him. It's not a potential. He shoots 27% from the three, and that is Romeo Langford from Indiana University. He's 6'6", almost a typical shooting guard in this NBA, but I just didn't see him. He just didn't have that dog. He didn't have that killer instinct in him. No, he battled through a hand injury, but I just don't see it from him. There's a lot of 6'6" guys in the NBA with potential, but he might be along the list of another guys who can do that. And if he can improve and lock in mentally, then hey, it won't happen. Now, everybody, I'm excited for this NBA draft, but hey, it's gonna be a great one tomorrow. And other than the top 3 guys, can these guys show out? But hey, I'm excited. I'm ready to go. It's gonna go live from Barclays tomorrow, and it's gonna be some surprises, gonna be some trades. But that was my quick take on the draft, ladies and gentlemen. You already know what to do with your boy Adrian. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You know what? Hit that subscribe button and tell a friend and tell a friend. Also, do not forget to follow me on Twitter. That is at Keeping the Score. That is KeepintheScore. That's my Twitter handle, ladies and gentlemen. And do not forget to shout me out. You know, everybody have a great night. Remember what I always say, like I like to say, chase those dreams, go after your goals, and don't let anybody stop you, everybody. Everybody, y'all have a great night. I'm out.